Hi everybody, welcome back to the Dahlia Society. Today it's me, Kristen, here showing you my favourite knit dress patterns for summer. Now a few of these you might have already seen, but a couple there that you may not have, so I hope you enjoy. Welcome to all my new viewers as well. You may know that I do film in my garden, but I decided to film inside today because there are a lot of quick changes going to be happening that I thought might be a bit more practical to film indoors. So I hope you don't mind about that, but I'm also going to show you some footage of me modelling these outside a bit later on. So I'm going to talk you through my favourite knit dress patterns that I've worn for the last maybe 3 summers. The one I've got on at the moment is one of my all-time classic favourites. It is this Sally dress by Closet Case Patterns. You may know the Sally also comes in a jumpsuit style, so you're getting 2 patterns in one. Great value, fantastic instructions. I loved this dress. It was actually really easy to make as well. It's got the double lined bodice, so you don't have to worry about doing binding or ribbings and that type of thing. I love the deep V, and it's also got a little bit of a feature at the back. I will show you the deep V back with the tie. I think it's really unique. I haven't seen any other dresses like this. I love the form-fitting maxi length. It's got pockets as well. These slanted pockets are really flattering on a lot of people. The waist tie gives you a lovely shape. It's got elastic inserted in the middle as well, so really comfortable. No zips, no buttons, really easy to make. I've made it in a gorgeous scuba that I got from Spotlight about 3 years ago. I saw this and I just had to have it, mainly because I love greens, I love trees, but the imagery on it, it's almost like a picture. So I wanted to make sure when I made this, I placed the pattern pieces properly over the images that I wanted to line up. And I think I haven't done a bad job considering I'm not really one for pattern placement, but I think this I had to really do it justice and make sure it was in a pattern that had no stitching through it and I didn't have to cut through the pattern itself. So I wanted to really showcase the print. And I think the Sally dress is the perfect pattern for showcasing a beautiful print. So a lovely structured knit will work perfectly for this. I've seen people make it in more of a lightweight jersey as well. It gives it a totally different look. But if you're wanting something a bit more streamlined looking, a bit more dressy, the scuba or ponte will work perfectly for it. So I'll stand back and give you a little bit of a look. I've made it to the sort of floor length. I just think it works really well with some lovely strappy heels or some wedges as well. So it's yes, quite a figure hugging dress, but with the right fabric, I think you can kind of get away with that. I just love the style. And you do feel fantastic. I think it's one of those dresses that you put on and you just feel like $1 million. Definitely love the Sally, so don't look past that. It's on Closet Case Patterns, of course, which is another favourite pattern company of mine. I'll put in some video footage of me modelling this outside so you can see the full detail of the print on this garment. Absolutely love sewing with scuba. When you find the right dress pattern, scuba is fantastic to work with. The beauty of scuba is it's a bit more structured than a normal drapey jersey weight fabric, but it's got the comfort and the ease of a stretch. So you get a lovely, more fitted look, but you also feel quite sort of hugged in and put together. So I definitely love a scuba dress. So this is the Sally. I'm back with another favourite summer knit dress of mine, which is the Friday Pattern Company Westcliff dress. I did a review on this last year. If you wanted to look back on and see how I went about making it, I will link that above. I love the way that it does the faux wrap around the bust and there's no gaping, so it really hugs you in nicely. I've made it from a nice ponte fabric, which is a very loud print, but I really love that. I think it looks really nice and bold and bright. This you can easily adapt to a longer sleeve if you don't want to have a short sleeve, but it can be made in a short length or the maxi length, and I've opted for the maxi. So I'll show you a little bit. I'll just stand back. It's a lovely style dress, really easy to wear, really comfortable, and I think being a jersey just makes it more wearable, more comfortable. As far as sizing goes, you won't have as much with fitting issues because you've got that nice amount of stretch. I've worn this quite a bit through summer last year, so I think it will definitely become a staple pattern in the wardrobe for summer. So yes, this is the Westcliff. Really happy with that. Turn it in the back. I love the shoulder draping here. It's got in the yoke, a little bit of gathering. It gives it that lovely draped effect around the bust as well. So a really flattering dress, this one. Definitely a favourite of mine. One of the first patterns I made when I started sewing was the Manisha Dress. I still wear it now. I've got about 3 or 4 of these. Love the almost vintage look of it, the gathered waist. It's got a lovely boat neckline. There are a lot of options you can do on this pattern as well. There are versions that are sleeveless that have a little bow on the back. Yeah, it's a real winner of a pattern, and you can see why it's stayed around for so long. So this one is done in a lovely crepe knit fabric. It's light, but it's really quite stretchy. And I've used the clear elastic on the shoulders just to keep the shape there, and also around the waist. So when you have a drapier jersey knit fabric that has got quite a bit of volume of fabric and you want to keep the shape there, the clear elastic around the waist is always a good option. You can put pockets in this if you wanted to. I don't think I did with this version. No, I left them out. Yeah, I'll just give you a bit of a look. A bit of a spin this. So this is a really nice geometric bright print that can be worn through winter or summer. But yeah, I have, yes, as I say, got 3 or 4 of these and wear them a lot every year. It's a kind of pattern that will hang around, and because it's got that lovely classic styling, you will find you will pull it out of the wardrobe and even wear a little cardigan over it for summer for the cooler nights. So you can adapt your sleeve length, which is great too. So just a really, really easy to wear dress and very easy to make. I'm sure you'll love the Colette Manita. It's definitely stayed around and you can see why. Well, this made it to my favourite make of last year. I absolutely love this. Another Friday Pattern Company pattern. It's a Sewciety dress. This just works on everyone I've seen it on. I love the bust detail with the drawstring, so you can pull it down as far as you want. If you don't want to show any cleavage, you can leave it done up and just tie it at the top. The shape it gives a bust is beautiful. It's a really easy dress to make. You just make the channel at the front for the drawstring. And I opted to do it in a little bit more of a longer sleeve. It has got a shorter sleeve in a nice velvet on the pattern envelope, but it'd be easy to make them in long sleeves as well. And I also opted for the midi length. It's got quite a short version on the cover, which I wouldn't wear that, but I love the midi length in it. I love the drapiness underneath the bust that it gives. It's really flattering shape as well. This is in just a rayon jersey print that I found on a clearance rack. And I just think it's a sort of dress you could really make in any kind of fabric, bold, plain or print, and it would work on everything. In my Twice as Nice episode, I made it in a velvet stretch as well, which worked beautifully for like a nice seasonal dress. So really, really happy with this pattern. I'm sure you guys will be as well. And I know a lot of people that have messaged me that have made it from seeing that episode have loved it as well. So definitely made it to my favorite dress patterns for summer. But yeah, you can do this for winter quite easily too. So that's the Friday Pattern Company Sewciety dress. This is Secret Pajamas, or these are secret, well, not a dress, this is Secret Pajamas. This is the LoDo Dress by True Bias. Now, a lot of people have never looked into this because it's a very basic style, but I love the fact that it's got the deep V neck. It's a knit pattern, but it's got the woven facing, so it gives you a really nice structure. And I think it looks gorgeous. I've seen it done in just a plain black in almost like a ponte knit in a midi length. It looks gorgeous. It's a stunning basic to have in your wardrobe. I've made it out of a really fun, bright knit print from Jocelyn Prost from Spotlight Australia. Jocelyn Prost is a very famous fabric designer and artist here in Australia, and she always uses her native floral prints or flora or fauna in a lot of her fabrics. So this dress I wore to death. This is the sort of thing you throw on when you come home from a long day out somewhere, you're tired, you want to put something comfortable and easy to wear. So yeah, I really love this. And it's also got the facing, so the woven facing under the arms as well, just to give it that little bit more shape and structure. So love the shape of this one. Really something that you might not always pick out because there's not a lot of features to it, but it's a real staple dress that I think you're going to love too. So the LoDo dress, and I know Colette True Bias just recently upgraded the sizes in this particular dress too, which is fantastic. So the LoDo dress is a favourite of mine. The last favourite knit dress of mine would have to be the Lane dress from Seamwork Patterns. Now, it's very similar to the Kilo Wrap dress, but without all the excess wraparound fabric. Because I used a spandex jersey, it was a little bit thicker than normal. I didn't want to have all that bulk of the fabric, so the Lane dress worked really well for me. It still has the tie front. You can see here the fabric around it really brings in the waist, but it's got the princess seams down the front, which gives you a lovely shape without adding to that bulk of fabric that you have to sort of cinch in. So I prefer the lane. I think it's a really lovely pattern. I've made it in a plain teal as well, and I'll link the episode that I've done this one in as well, in like a twice as nice. Now, the good thing about this is it's a midi length and it has the split at the back so you can actually walk properly in it. You're not going to be restricted with that sort of tube style skirt with the walking. And I think it looks gorgeous in like a scuba knit or a ponte or a sort of thicker, sturdier weight knit. On the pattern cover, I know it's got a lovely leopard print that I think would look gorgeous as well. But I'd also love to adapt this and do a sleeve on it. I think would work really well for winter. I'd say it would be pretty easy to do that. So the tie, it works really nicely. It's an inbuilt tie, so you don't have to worry about losing the tie. It's all built into the sewing up of the seam. So that's the Lane Dress by Seamwork Patterns. Let me know if you enjoyed that today. If there's any type of garment that you would like me to showcase that I did make for summer, that let me know. I know it's great when you can get a roundup of patterns that you've worn, and especially when they're more than a year old and you've had that time to sort of wear things in and you know what works for your wardrobe, what feels more comfortable, and yeah, just what's more practical. So the next episode I will try and do is my favorite Vogue dress patterns that I've made up. Very Easy Vogue, of course, is always a favorite of mine, but that is my roundup of indie patterns for wovens and for knits. Let me know in the comments below if there's any particular indie patterns that you like in wovens or knits that have worked for you. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Give this episode a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and that helps other people find my channel. And I will see you very shortly for a new Makes episode. Bye for now.